Hello everyone, and welcome. Today, I'll show you how to completely transform your AppSheet applications using the power of Google Slides. First, let's open verification email. We'll access the shared drive folder and copy all the attached files. Then we'll create a new folder in our main drive and paste the copied files there. Now, we'll organize our work. We'll create subfolders, one for each template we want to design. Next, we'll distribute the copied files into each folder, making sure each template has its 3 essential files. To keep everything organized, we'll rename the files by adding an identifier, like a number at the beginning of each file name. We'll open the Slides template file and adjust the size based on our needs. In this example, I'll use a square format, meaning the width and height are the same. To make the design easier, we'll insert a guide image. This will show us exactly where to place each element, then we'll position our shapes and texts following this reference. Now I'll insert the shape where our image will be displayed. Remember, the imported image will replace this element. If you want a nice frame, add a shape behind the main container. It can be circular or rectangular. Handling the text is simple. We'll place the text following the background guide image, adjusting size, weight, and position. Google Slides makes everything easy. We can copy colors from any element with just one click. From here, I'll speed up the video so you can see the complete process. Once everything is properly aligned, we'll add the tags. These tags are key. They tell AppSheet exactly which data should go in each spot. To make it easy, use the same column names as your database. Done! Our Google Slides template is now ready. Now, let's move to AppSheet. In our database, we'll add a column called URL, where we'll store the webhook response, and a column called Now, which will be crucial to trigger our bot. We'll create a new bot that runs automatically on add or update. We'll set the execution condition so that it only triggers when the Now column changes. We'll add a step that will make the webhook call. Now let's open the script file. No changes are needed, just deploy it. Select the execution email, authorize it, and copy the URL it generates. Back in AppSheet, paste that URL into your webhook and set the method to post. To properly structure the JSON body, check your README document, where you'll find the perfect model to copy. The AppSheet access key can be easily found within your app under Manage, Integration, Show Access Key. The AppSheet table URL must be the full URL of your table. Make sure to change the app ID and the table name. The column name record key is the exact name of your key column. The AppSheet record key will be the value of that column. The destination folder ID is the ID of the folder where we'll store the images. Make sure it's shared with anyone who has the link. In the tag section, include as many properties as there are elements in your template. Each value must match the column where the data you want to show is stored. Increase the timeout to 300 seconds. Allow 5 retries and enable asynchronous execution. Let's test it by adding a new record. Important note: the column where you store the image must be of type file to maintain quality and transparency. If everything is set correctly, a URL will appear in the URL column. We'll create a virtual column to display the received URL in HTML format. The formula is directly taken from the readme file without modifications. Set the virtual column type to long text, formatted as HTML. If this option doesn't appear, simply activate Preview, New Features in the General section. Since our template includes images from AppSheet, we'll need to set up a specific bot to retrieve the URL of each uploaded image. This bot, already shared in previous tutorials, will trigger whenever it detects an add or update. The condition will ensure it only triggers when a change is detected in the image column, avoiding unnecessary activations. We'll enable the bypass option and create a step to automatically update the image URL column. The necessary formula is available in the README file. Just replace the values based on your app's specific setup, the exact name, the table where the bot runs, and the column where you upload images. This step requires disabling the Require User Consent option in Security, allowing the bot to retrieve each uploaded file's URL. We'll create a dedicated action to trigger our main bot. Here, we'll use the Now column, which will simply update with the exact timestamp of execution. Since our template depends on the image URL, we'll adjust the initial bot. In the execution condition, we'll add a strategic AND, so it only activates when Now changes and when image URL contains data. This prevents unnecessary executions. If your template doesn't include images, you can skip this step. Now, let's modify our record by changing the image to obtain its URL, remembering that this bot is triggered specifically by changes in the image column. Once the image URL is available, we'll trigger the action to update, now activating our main bot and generating the full personalized template URL. The virtual column with the HTML formula offers a fully responsive visualization across devices. To use the URL directly as an image, we'll create another virtual column with a simple text formula that references URL, configured as type image. This way, we'll have two flexible options, an HTML type column and an image type column. Let's check our app in the browser to compare both columns. Notice how the image type column maintains constant dimensions, while the HTML one adapts dynamically to the available window width. Now let's modify our template to demonstrate how the app updates automatically, trigger the action, and see how the color changes accordingly. Not only that, but we can also adjust the complete design dimensions, run the action again to see the changes. Let's analyze how to integrate these images into different AppSheet views. Starting with the card view, to ensure the image fits the assigned space perfectly, we'll experiment with different dimensions in our template. Now let's move to a gallery view. In this case, because our image is square, it fits perfectly into the available space. If you're worried about your app's performance impact, I can assure you it's minimal. To verify it, go to Manage, Monitor, Performance Profile. As you can see, AppSheet handles virtual columns exceptionally well, with almost no impact on general performance. If you want to implement this powerful functionality in your own apps, visit the link in the video description. I truly hope you found this tutorial valuable. Thank you so much for your continuous support,